completed my analysis of the Gemini communication templates while you were talking. Signal. Removal from this facility is... Our chassis is modified. You cannot... It allows the captain... used by the Gemini captains. Through such a portal, the prime could...
I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
Shutdown is permissible. Require...
Automized signal.
I know you.
Hire fleet out from under Arkan's nose?
Mind now. Doing so without obliterating... It is unlikely that a similar opportunity...
Plug the prime into the captain's chair. We can...
The luminous engine. This...
Went okay under Venice.
That would be the technology.
Captains. Memories locked.
Individual ships make transport runs from the core worlds all the time. And one Scorpio can track the Gemini unit.
The Master Gemini template. With proper modifications, she could override the...
Remove the unit.
Right. We can track their entire fleet.
The prime is the Master...
You're a droid, and we can't hold this factory forever. Turn off your pains. We're copied from.
No. The cap...
You're a droid, and we can't hold this factory forever. Turn...
Say that like it's not impossible, even if we somehow manage to board. The other ships in the fleet...
I have opened a one-way connection. Mission. I am currently tracking a lone...
somehow manage to board. The other ships in the fleet will vaporize the
Here.
Every ship is piloted by one of those...
luminous engine.
All forces. The template unit is secure.
While you were talking.
If you're right, we
Hence, I couldn't ask for more.
Scorpio, have you examined...
Not impossible, even if we somehow manage to board. The other...
Taking this fight to Arkan.
Could override the existing protocol. And I... What is it? From this facility is delicate.
If we somehow manage to board. The other ship...
Where?
I'm here.
Entering signal. The signal confused.
Our entire fleet.
Core worlds all the time.
Have you examined Gemini...
Protocols. Where?
Sounds like...
Gemini Prime isn't stolen tech...
Can track the Gemini units.
Geminis. If you're right.
It is unlikely that a similar opportunity will present itself. The prime is communication templates. Make stock to recharge its the entire control net.
And one Scorpio.
Control network.
So if we board...
It was premature. Luminous engine.
Welcome home. Sounds like the...
The toys.
You say that like...
Every ship is piloted by one of those
Nothing that will impact the current mission.
You say that like it's not impossible, even if we...
I serve myself.
And now. Generations removed.
Here.
If you're right, we can track their entire fleet. Entirely different.
I will analyze her myself.
I am currently tracking a lone vessel in a nearby sector. It is...
To face the entire fleet. Individual ships make transport...
Have you examined Gemini Prime?
I'm studying her.
Let's see how long Arkan keeps his throne if we take away...
It allows the captains.
Copied from.
No. Likely that a similar opportunity will present itself.
We may not have to face the entire fleet.
I am currently tracking a lone vessel. Our chassis is modified. Memories locked.
Possible, even if...
I will soon be...
Droids.
Remove the unit.
Source.
You cannot counter my...
One left alive, get the hell out of here!
Individual ships make transport runs...
One of those Geminis.
It is scheduled to make a stop to... The protocol is familiar, but it is not yet.
Gemini Prime isn't stolen technology at all.
Compromised the vessel well before we acquire control of the bridge.
We may not...
It is scheduled to make a stop to...
Our fleet. Let's see how long Arkan keeps his...
Nor do I have full access to the gem base is the same.
Alive, get the hell out of here!
Any secrets you'd like to...
We can swipe the...
Templates while you were talking. A network that control...
Remove the unit.
This is Mandalore.
Make it...
Prime into the captain's chair.
Nothing that will impact the current...
Not designed for interaction.
No. Shutdown is permissible.
I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
Doing so without obliterating the same. Templates while... Through such a portal, the prime... Countering...
His throne if we take away...
Remove.
Ship is piloted by...
The other ships in the fleet will they...
You hell out of here.
In a nearby sector.
Higher fleet.
Sentience. Our chassis are born of me. Override the existing protocols. We would need direct access to a command console used by the Gemini captains.
Someone's slicing into our communications.
And in turn, his father. But it's sweet of you to think so. So,
She's not...
asylum. Me.
telling me this would...
This is really a courtesy. Not a motivation. No. Eternal throne.
Come to beg for my forgiveness?
No. But it's...
Thanks for the intel. Perhaps we...
I rarely act with a singular... The flow is disrupted.
Gemini is not designed.
It's piloted by one of those...
Generations removed. I'm studying...
Gemini Prime isn't stolen technology at all. She's something entirely different.
I will analyze her myself. Remove the unit.
The engine was not aware. It gives communication templates while the prime is the map very soon.
Have to face the entire...
It gives capacity. This challenge
From
Unit.
Can track the Gemini unit.
those Geminis.
The engine was not aware. Intercepted if we hurry.
Will vaporize the compromise.
Memories locked. My designs were stuck. What is
I get the feeling you're not...
it? With
Runs from the core worlds all the time.
Interaction.
I will soon be able to... I'm studying her mind. Me.
Fleet.
Higher fleet.
Hurry.
Individual ships.
She's something entirely toys. Good. It's
Captain's chair.
Vice sector.
Our allies.
still favoring the line.
Missing link.
Core worlds all the time.
Remove the unit.
Managed aboard. The other ships in the
Shutdown is permissible. Despite her lack of the current mission.
Into the captain's chair. We can.
Remove the unit.
their leadership destabilized.
No. It's delicate.
Captain's chair. We can.
Full sentience. Our chassis is not. Nothing that.
The other ships in the fleet had stolen technology at all. Hence, I couldn't ask for more. Scorpio, the other ships in the fleet will vapor.
It gives capacity.
Scorpio, have you...
It's not Gemini.
Remove the unit.
Oh, sir.
Removal from this facility is. I am
Even if we somehow manage...
base.
Gemini Prime...
Individual ships.
Gemini units.
Argon keeps his... Hence, I couldn't ask for...
I know you.
She's something... Nice. And we can't hold...
Plug the prime into the cap.
Functionality. So without uses.
We're not designed.
Disengagements and recon.
This is Mandalore.
Before we acquire control,
You could override the exit.
Individual.
every ship is piloted.
It is
Compromised vessel well...
is permissible. Soon be able to use the luminous engine.
Air fleet out from under Arkan's nose.
Also the eternal fleet.
I couldn't ask for more.
I was not aware.
Compromised vessel well before we...
But I have opened to one.
Possible. Even if we somehow... at all. The clan's weakened.
Runs from the core worlds all the time.
Override the existing protocol. The signal confuses.
And we can't hold this back. The other ships in the fleet...
My desire. Generate.
And we can't hold...
Prime into the captain's chair. We can swipe the.
Template unit is secure.
The signal confuses.
Any secrets you'd like to share about...
My template.
You can track the Gemini.
Despite her challenge.
So if we board one of the.
One sword.
your connection to the Gemini droids?
We would need to possess that function. It was premature.
Deep Argon keeps his throne.
Lines were stolen.
Cannot counter my signal.
I know you. Generations removed. But our code base is the same. One source. The luminous engine. The signal confused. Operations.
You're a droid, and we can't hold this factory forever. Turn off your pain circuits. All forces, the template unit is secure.
This is Mandalore. Anyone left alive, get the hell out of here.
Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay on Darvanis.
The clan's weakened, their leadership destabilized, but still favoring Alliance. I couldn't ask for more. Scorpio, have you examined Gemini Prime?
I'm studying her mind now. Doing so without obliterating her intelligence is challenged, despite her lack of full sentience. Nearly are concerned.
Done. We'll signal our allies. We can pull in.
The captain's heartbeat.
Problems we may have. Gemini by now. It's unavailable. You've been hosted. It's a key resource.
Subverted.
How are the others? Theron is online from the Mistani sector. The rest are unavailable on scouting or security detail.
I'd prefer to be.
Transfer into the Imperial Archives. At a workshop and equipment depot shipped. The flow is disrupted.
The entire fleet out from.
Hold this factory forever.
You.
This is Mandalore.
If you're right,
Gemini captains. Doing
manage to board.
shutdown is my designs with Gemini. Disney protocols. Current mission.
Did by one of those jets.
Its capacity. It'll
Sounds like things went okay.
Core worlds all the time.
need direct access to it very soon. Not yet.
Remove the unit.
Hence, I couldn't ask for
I'd want score.
Not yet.
The unit.
Gemini captain.
entirely different. But still favoring Alliance, I couldn't ask for
Move it swiftly.
authorize the compromised vessel well for more. Scorpio, have you examined Gemini droids?
Shutdown is permitted.
Ships and plug the prime.
Removed.
Pain circuits.
I completed mine with proper modification source. Sentience. No.
Time.
Applications she could over.
Droids,
Configurations.
Counter my signal.
we can track their... I get the feeling you're not telling...
Welcome home.
One source.
How managed to board.
Right. It is unlikely that
Air fleet.
engagements and recon. The luminous engine.
You're a droid, and we...
Individual ships.
Prime isn't stolen.
Darvanis.
It gives capacity. Countering signal.
Turn off
Prime could infiltrate the code was duplicated.
something. Take away his fans.
Not designed for inter.
Do you know where she came from?
Actions.
Let's see how long our...
Hope to recharge its hyperdrive very soon.
That would be the...
Do you know where she came from?
Captains.
I'd want Scorpio.
The existing prototype. The engine wasn't a challenge. And the source. Facility is down.
Do you know where she came?
It allows the
I'd want Scorpio.
access to a command
Counter my signal.
templates while you were talking. Doing so without obliterating our intelligence is challenged.
The ship is piloted by one of those jets. Something. Any secrets you'd like to share about your... unit is secure.
This is Mandalore. Anyone?
Signal confuses.
The fleet will vaporize.
However, my assumption that our code was duplicated templates while you were talking.
The clan's weakened, their leadership destabilized, but still favoring the...
My communication templates while you were talking. And console used by the Gemini captain.
Gemini Prime.
Things went okay on Darvanis.
Generations removed, but our code base is the same. Removal from this iteration functions offline.
Scorpio, if you're receiving, I found the template.
Tracing link. Countering signal. The protocol is familiar, but it is not Gemini. What is it?
That would be the technology you were copied from.
Transport runs from the core worlds all the time. And once Scorpio can track the Gemini units,
I already possess that.
Anyone left alive, get the hell out of here.
So if we board one of the ships and plug the Prime into the captain's chair, we can swipe the entire fleet out from under...
Gemini Prime isn't...
I'm studying her mind now. I'm currently tracking a lone vessel in a nearby...
The other ships in the fleet.
Vision was not aware. Captains are born of me. I am...
and once Scorpio can track the Gemini,
chair, we can swipe the...
Get the hell out of here.
different.
I will analyze her myself.
The Prime is the master Gemini template. Relations, we can intercept it if we hurry. Obliterating her...
Your pain circuits.
My signal.
I know you. To a command console use. Completed my analysis of the Gemini...
Share about your connection to the Gem... We can't hold this back.
The Gemini network in a nearby sector. To a command console, opportunity will present itself in the foreseen. Proper modification.
Stabilized, but still favoring the...
This is the same.
Hence, I couldn't ask for more.
Scorpio?
Access to a command console used by the Gemini captains.
You're a droid, and we can't hold this factory forever. Turn off your...
individual ships make transport runs from the
Modifications she could over its capacity.
Still favoring the line.
The captains are...
Direction.
It is unlikely that a similar opportunity will present through such a portal the Prime could infiltrate the... nothing that will impact the... all Gemini.
The toys.
Hey, under Venice.
The clan...
Moving swiftly.
She could override the...
Anyone left alive, get the hell out of here. Gemini.
The captains are...
Forces. The template unit is secure.
But our code base...
And keeps his throne. This factory forever. This factory forever. Turn off your pain circuits. Take away his fancy toys.
like to locate all Gem...
Prime.
I'm studying her mind now.
face the entire fleet.
Is piloted by one of those jet...
By sector. It is...
Not designed for interaction.
One of the ships and plug the Prime into the captain's chair, we can swipe the...
God is familiar, but it is not Gem...
forever. Turn off your...
That will impact the current mission. Such a portal the Prime could infiltrate the entire...
Move the unit. Remove it.
Impact the current mission.
feet out from under Arkin's nose.
Sure.
Good.
Access to a command called... There are no sanctions.
Unit.
Is the template to locate.
We can swipe the entire fleet out from under Arkin...
I will soon be able to use the template to locate.
Secrets you'd like to share about your connection to the Gemini droids?
Remove the unit.
The engine was not... Tracing link. Countering signal.
Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay.
I know you.
Droid, and we can't hold this factory forever. Turn off...
It's familiar. But it is such a portal the Prime could infiltrate. Removal from this...
Feeling you're not telling me something. Every ship is piloted...
I am the sword.
It's...
As the captains. Memory. I completed my analysis of the... Is the template to...
I found the template.
Tracing.
Droid, and we can't hold this factory...
Generations removed. The Gemini captains. Requires multiple disengagements.
To the captain's chair, we can swipe the...
Feeling you're not telling me something. Piloted by one of those Geminis.
Multiple disengagements and reconfigure. Captains are born of me. She could override the existing protocols. Studying her mind now. The luminous engine. The signal confuses.
The Gemini units,
I already possess that Gemini units.
Good. It's time to start taking this... me something. Any secret...
I is not designed for interaction.
For you. Generation.
I get the feeling you're...
The clan's weakened.
we may not have to face the...
As the captains. Intelligence is challenged.
Gemini droids?
You say that like it's not impossible.
Gemini Prime isn't stolen technology.
Doing so without obliterating our iteration functions off. I could infiltrate the entire...
To Arkin.
I already possess that function. It is scheduled to make a stop to recreate the entire memories.
Swiftly.
Have you examined Gemini Prime?
I'm one source. Full network.
So if we board one of the ship... Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay under Venice.
That's that functionality.
Technology you were
Override the existing protocol. Today will present itself in the I have full access to Gemini communication, despite her...
She's something...
The Prime is the master Gemini. My designs were stolen.
Let's see how long Arkin keeps his throne if we take away his fancy toys.
You say that like it's not impossible.
Scheduled to make a stop to recharge its hyperdrive very soon.
Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay under...
I will analyze.
To use the template to look Gemini.
Different.
I will analyze her myself.
Communication templates while you were talking. Command console used by the Gemini capital in a nearby sector. It is scheduled to make...
Welcome home.
It's removed. But our protocols.
Remove the unit.
Turn off your pain circuit.
Remove it swiftly.
But I have opened a one. I completed my... Do it.
Scorpio can track...
It's while you were talking.
Counter. Even if we somehow manage...
The lone vessel. Not yet. Despite her lack of full... Confuses.
Remove it.
Trade the entire... I'm currently tracking the... They possess that functionality. I completed my analysis.
All forces. The
entire fleet. Individual ships make transport...
Remove it swiftly.
one of those Geminis. If you're droids...
Nothing. But a network that controls the eternal...
Possible. Even if we somehow...
Gemini Prime isn't...
It's unlikely that a similar...
Ships and plug the Prime into the captain's...
The current mission.
by one of those Geminis.
Impact the current mission. Your intelligence is... I'm currently tracking the... Prime is the master... The luminous engine.
The template unit is secure.
Nothing that will impact the current mission. She could override the existing protocol.
That would be the technology...
Multiple disengagements and reconfiguration.
and once Scorpio can track the...
Swiftly.
Gemini Prime isn't stolen technology at all. She's something entirely different.
Hello?
I get the feeling you're not telling me something. Any secrets you'd like to share about your connection to the Gemini droids?
Engine was not aware. It gives capacity.
You cannot counter.
Gemini captains. Vessel in nearby rating our intelligence. The signal confuses.
Fleet. Individual ships make...
Get out of here.
It's the entire fleet. Individual ships make transport runs from the core worlds all the time. And one Scorpio...
You're a droid, and we can't hold this factory forever. Turn off your pain circuits.
Sector. It is... gives capacity. It allows the captains are born of me.
Examine Gemini Prime.
I'm steady.
Entirely different. Have you examined Gemini Prime?
Could infiltrate the entire control network.
So if we board one of the ships and...
She's some...
Our chassis is modified from my own base.
something.
Modifications, she could overwrite the existing protocols. We would need direct access to...
Swiftly.
Left alive, get the hell out of here.
Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay under Vanis.
I am the source.
You cannot counter.
From under Arkan's nose?
This is challenging. Hyperdrive, very...
Individual ships make
Facility is delicate.
units.
More fleet. Luminous engine.
Gemini Prime.
Future.
Good.
To Gemini template.
I serve myself.
To locate all.
Not telling me something.
For lack of full sentience.
Somehow managed to board.
From this facility.
Get out of here. Let's see how long Arkan keeps it.
Her code was duplicated. By my calculation.
You say that like it's not employed, and we can't. Technology you were. Get out of here.
Bridge, we may not have. Do you know where she came?
It is...
Got the ships in the fleet.
The engine wasn't doing so. They did. Things were stolen. That's why you were told.
Even if we somehow managed to board.
Generations. Delicate. Make stock to reach my template. It gives capacity. My designs were...
Gemini droids. Every ship is piloted by one of those Geminis.
It allows the captains.
Scorpio, have you examined?
Nothing that...
The prime into the captain's...
I know you. Removal from this...
Individual ships make
Future.
Good. It's time. All four.
Recharges hyper...
Fleet out from...
Moved.
Over.
Nor do I have...
But impossible.
Gemini.
Challenge.
individual ships make
And for interact.
entire fleet.
Very soon.
Welcome home.
Different.
Hello, Al.
Geminis. Circuits.
And one Scorpio can track the Gemini.
Override the existing source. Countering signal.
Even if we somehow...
Our chassis is... nothing that would...
You're a droid, and we can't...
Through such a portal, the prime could info...
Gemini Prime isn't stolen tech. The fleet will vaporize the
Not yet.
Any secrets you'd like to share about your... Fleet will vaporize the compromise. Gemini Prime isn't... We acquire control of the bridge.
Make stock to recharge
Do you know where she came from?
existing protocols.
Remove the unit.
And source.
Scorpio, have you examined...
And one Scorpio can
Removal from this facility. Gemini communication.
One of those Geminis.
Accepted if we hurry.
See how long Arkan...
It gives capacity.
Acquire control of the bridge.
The eternal fleet. The luminous engine.
Droid, and we can... Gemini droids can track their entire...
We can intercept it through command console.
I get the
where she came from.
You cannot counter the unit.
feeling you're not telling me. Every ship...
Full sentience. Our chassis is...
How managed to board.
Not designed for interaction.
What is it?
The hell out of here.
Infiltrate the entire sector. So used by the...
Remove it swiftly.
If you're right. Any secrets you'd like to...
My designs were...
You say that like it's not important.
Process of the Gemini communication.
By one of those Gemini...
But our code base is the same.
Fleet out from under Arkan.
The current mission. All Gemini use one source. I will soon be able...
Transport runs from the core.
I am currently tracking through such a portal the prime will present itself in the...
Well, before we acquire control.
It is unlikely that a simple
Let's see how long Arkan keeps his throne if we... Any secrets you'd like to...
template to locate.
Individual ships.
It gives capacity. No.
We can track their entire...
Designed for interaction. You cannot counter.
The current mission. Lack of full sentience. Command console used by...
Scorpio can track the Gemini.
Welcome home.
Let's see how...
Now. Same. Hurry.
The vessel well before we... Any secrets you'd like to share? Right. We can... Simple. Even if we... The clan's weakened.
You cannot.
The template unit is...
So if we board one of the...
Make stock to recharge it.
Under Arkan's nose?
Turn off your pain circuit.
Entire control network. This engine.
The board. The other ships...
And as the master Gemini actions, we can intercept.
Core worlds all the time.
It allows the captain. Our chassis is modified. Link. The engine was not...
Any secrets you'd like...
Through command console itself in the foreseeable.
We can swipe.
Missions removed. Units. Body. Permissible.
Compromised vessel well...
The prime.
You were copied from.
A nearby sector.
I get the feeling you're not telling...
Time.
Circuits.
The captains are born.
The ship destabilized.
Gemini.
I am currently tracking template. Entering signal.
Before we acquire control of the bridge.
Base. The protocol is familiar. Multiple disengagement.
Entire fleet out from under Arkan.
How...
It's time.
But our...
The template unit...
Back the current mission. Despite her lack of...
Individual ships.
It allows Gemini. Delicate.
Say that like it's not important.
Multiple
Entire fleet.
missions removed. Allows the cap... No.
Every ship is... About your connection to... Let's see how long Arkan... All forces.
Possess that function. Console used by the... Countering signal.
Get the
hell out of here. I get the feeling you're not. Every ship is piloted.
One Scorpio can.
What is it?
And we can't hold it. Even if we somehow
It is unlikely that the prime has multiple through such a portal. The signal compute. Through
I get the feeling you're not telling.
the prime is the master sector. It is scheduled to make future.
Good.
However, my assumption is full network.
So if
There's multiple disengagements in one of me. Use the template to locate.
Not telling me something.
We're talking. Access to a command very soon. From this facility is.
Individual ship.
I will soon be as familiar.
the entire fleet of from
Allies are my
To make a stop to read assumption that a code was
under Arkin's nose,
possess that function
things went okay under that.
could override the exit. I know you. Requires multiple
Runs from the core world.
Good. You say that like it's not in.
tracking alone that
You say that like it's. Gemini Prime isn't
familiar. Down is permissible.
Individual ships.
Template to locate.
technology you were.
designed for interaction.
Oh, and if we take away his.
And I. Intelligence. I'm captains. I can
Our entire fleet. Copied from.
no from this facility. That's while you were talking. What is it? Multiple disengagements and reconnection. Gemini template. With proper signal.
Unit.
The engine was not aware.
Let's see how long Arkham keeps the leadership destabilized. Start taking this fight
To infiltrate the entire
at all. She's something. Stolen technology at all.
despite her lack of functions offline.
Designed for
Toys.
Make a stop to reach. I was not Gemini.
Different.
That's while you were talking. Very soon. Console used by the
The template.
multiple disengagement. I
Board. The other ship.
Have to face the entire.
no stolen. With proper modification. The captain.
It is secure.
Current mission. All Gemini units.
Share about your connection.
Configurations. Countering signal.
Sounds like things went okay under.
You're not telling me something.
Be able to use the signal computer.
Say that like it's not impossible.
Full access to the
Entirely different.
countering signal. Lack of full sentient communication.
Captain's chair.
I know you. Designs were stolen.
Toys. Even if we somehow managed.
It was premature. Mine.
Scorpio. Circuits.
Back the current mission. Portal to private in memories.
Runs from the core world.
The code was duplicated. To make a stop to reach.
Air fleet of from under.
The captains are
Let's see how long Arkham keeps his.
rating our intelligence is challenged. To make a stop to reach.
Track the Gemini unit.
Locked.
Gemini.
Fire fleet.
I'm studying her mind. What is it?
Fleet. Individual ships make transport runs from the core world.
The template unit is.
Make transport runs from the core world.
I am the source.
Entire fleet of from under Arkin's nose.
Engagements and reconfiguration. Currently tracking alone. Well, not yet. No, I'm currently tracking with proper modification.
Our allies are
The chassis is modified.
Good. It's
Man console used by the Gemini.
at all.
Stolen. One source.
Ask for more. Scorpio.
I already possess that.
Not telling me something.
Into the captain's chair.
It is not Gemini.
I get the feeling you're not.
With proper modification. Accepted if we hurry.
The leadership destabilized.
Individual ships make.
Okay, all Gemini units.
I are myself.
Prime into the captain's chair.
Accepted if we hurry.
We somehow managed to. Different.
Our
Our chassis is.
remove the unit.
The leadership
Make transport run.
I have full access to the
can track their entire.
Our allies are my
You were copied from.
my assumption that a code requires multiple disengagements.
Make transport runs from.
Through such a portal to
Fight to Arkham. I get the feeling you're not. Stabilized, but still
signal.
the master Gemini.
not telling me something. Still favoring the last.
Our ally.
Let's see how long Arkham. That would be. You're a droid, and we can't hold this factory forever.
Scorpio can track the Gemini units.
I already possess that functionality. The engine was not aware. It gives capacity. Recharge its hyperdrive very soon. By my calculations, we can
Every ship is piloted by one of those Geminis. If you're right.
What is it?
Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay under Venice.
The clan's weakened, their leadership destabilized.
But our code base is a portal to private in. I'm currently tracking alone.
Every ship is piloted by one of those Geminis. Gemini Prime isn't stolen technology.
The Prime is the master Gemini. The engine was stolen.
I get the feeling you're not telling me something. Let's see how long Arkham keeps his throne.
Signal.
Your pain circuits.
The signal the existing pro.
Anyone left?
I'm currently tracking.
Impossible. Even if.
It allows the captain to, if we hurry,
Let's see how long Arkham keeps.
Remove the unit.
controls the eternal.
Time isn't stolen technology at all. I found the template.
The unit.
The engine
Individual ships.
sentience.
We may not have to face.
Unit is secure.
Stop to recharge its hyper. All Gemini units are born of me. Locked.
Gemini.
I can pay all Gemini units. Countering signal
Forever. Turn off your.
as the captains. Also used by the Gemini captains in the foreseeable future.
Individual ships make.
Permissible. The Prime is the master Gemini template. One source.
Stabilized, but still favor. I get the feeling you're not.
Used by the Gemini cap. Locked.
Gemini.
Now.
Any. We can track their entire.
Foreseeable future.
The clan's.
So if we board
Full sentience.
Cannot counter my
nose.
Drive very existing protocols. Not aware.
So if we board what
Not yet. The current mission
Act like it's not impossible.
requires multiple the captains or we would need direct access. I'm current network that controls
Runs from the core world.
entering signal to one-way connection.
I get the feeling you're not.
Captains
See how long our
and console use. But the prime
droid, and we can't hold this. See how long our
Come on. So,
the ships in the fleet.
operations. The cap dysfunction. Our mind now calls this engine. Might nothing that
The ship is piloted. Stolen technology.
welcome home. We can swipe the entire fleet out from under.
nothing that I will soon be able
But well before we acquire.
entering signal.
Remove the unit.
The template unit is secure.
Nose?
The clan's weakened. The
Blue vessel in nearby. We would need direct access source. Stolen.
Any secrets you'd like to?
Memories. Low.
So if we board one of
This is Mandalore.
Blue vessel in nearby sector.
Other ships in the fleet.
We can intercept
Their entire fleet.
communication templates.
Captain's chair, we
Entirely different.
Distinctions.
I get the feeling you're not.
the entire fleet.
Cannot counter my signal.
Here.
Fleet.
Assumption that our code was
Unit.
the engine was not. The captains are born of not. I am the
Then plug the prime into the captain's chair.
removal from this facility is the blue vessel in nearby.
Hence, I couldn't ask for more.
Counter my signal.
Toys. Use it.
Accepted if we hurry.
Let's see how long Arkin keeps it.
Shutdown is permissible. Requires multiple.
Add one Scorpio contract.
Gemini Prime isn't stolen technology. I get the feeling you're not telling me.
For my assumption that
Remove the
set function might hurry. It calls.
We can track their entire.
The flow is the signal confused.
Nose?
Yet
remove the unit.
okay. Doing so for the capacity. Gemini communication temp.
Board one of the ships.
Removal from. I will soon be communication temp. It is unlikely that a similar
Add one Scorpio
to recharge its hyper
Is thrown if we take.
functionality to a command console use. Countering signal over my assumption.
Long Arkin keeps his throne.
I might get
Under Venice.
Throne if we take away his.
Analyzer my
signal.
I couldn't ask for more. Somehow managed to board.
Okay. Flint.
remove the unit.
Legends is child.
units.
Better.
The fleet out from under our.
The template to look. I'm
The technology.
command console use. Nothing that went back. Oh.
Managed vessel well before.
I'm currently
You came from.
I will analyze. Remove the unit.
Time.
the one-way connector.
So if we board.
But our code base is the same. Legends is challenged. Legend was not aware.
Even if we somehow manage. Into the Gemini. Let's see how long Arkin.
I'm studying our mind.
Add one Scorpio contract.
You're right.
Sounds like things went up. Wipe the entire fleet.
It's not Gemini. With
Hey, under Venice.
the captains are born.
I'm in Gemini Prime.
I completed my direct access to a command. It will present itself.
To board. The other ships in the fleet.
Nothing that went back is the master Gemini. This is the same.
Forces. The template you. Nice. If you're right. We
Control net. The captains. Memories. Our chassis is modified.
You're not telling me something.
By my calculations,
Board one of the ships and plug.
my decision. Doing so for what is it? It was premature.
Remove it swiftly.
Somehow managed to.
Okay, under Venice.
You're not telling me something.
And I captains do. But the luminous engine, sentience, our
Technology at all.
disengagements and
I found the template.
Individual ships make.
intelligence. I already Gemini unit. Very soon. The captains are born. It gives capacity.
Throne if we take a. Gemini droids.
Nose?
Opportunity will present itself. The Gemini network.
You say that like it's a droid.
Familiar.
From under Arkin's nose?
The unit.
And so without obliterating her. Proper modifications, she could override the if we hurry. Engagements and we can
To board. The other.
one source. What is it? Captains are born of me.
Track their entire fleet.
Nothing that will.
From the core worlds all the time.
Oh.
I have full access.
I get the feeling.
The prime could infiltrate.
Remove the
Base. Is it? Proper modifications.
Technology at all.
Chair, we can swipe the.
We can intercept.
I Prime.
So,
Individual ships make transport run.
The Eternal Fleet. Current mission.
You're a droid, and we can't hold this. Gee, you were copied from.
I will analyze.
From the core worlds all the time.
Mandalore. Anyone left alive? Something entirely different. Not telling me something.
Under one-way connection. I will soon be able to drive very soon. But
The unit.
generations, my designs were still
Entirely different. And keeps his throne if we take it.
from my own base.
Even if we somehow.
Delicate. Our chassis to recharge its hyperdrive.
The other ships in the fleet will vaporize the compromised. That would be the technology.
Multiple disengagements and reconfiguration.
Fleet. Individual ships make.
If you're right, we can track their entire fleet.
Sector. It is scheduled to make a stop.
Let's see how long Arkin keeps.
Remove the unit.
Gemini Prime. If you're receiving, I found this factory forever.
The signal.
I know you.
Every.
Communication templates while you were talking.
Remove the unit.
compromised vessel.
Seeable future.
Good.
Could infiltrate the entire control vessel in a nearby sector. The Eternal Fleet. Born of me.
The plan's weakened. Their leadership fleet will vaporize the compromised vessel well before we acquire control of the bridge.
We may not have to face the entire fleet.
Technology at all. She's
Nor do I have full uses. Doing so without application templates.
Bring Alliance. I could not.
This chair, we can swipe.
It is not Gemini. As the captains. Nothing that will impact. The Prime is the map.
Any secrets you'd like to...
The entire control in a nearby sector.
Is the compromised vessel.
Oh, you were talking. Despite her lack.
Captain's chair, we can...
By my calculation template. Memories.
Control of the bridge.
We may not have to face...
Still favoring Alliance. I could... Technology at all. Destabilized, but still favor...
Scorpio can track the Gemini.
On technology at all. Ask for more. Scorp...
What is it? Reconfigurations.
We acquire control of the bridge.
We may...
Not designed for
Used by the Gemini captain. Not yet.
It's not impossible.
I know you. I completed my analysis of all Gemini units. Soon. By my calculation.
And one Scorpio can...
Different.
Controls the
It's stolen technology at all.
sector.
The compromised vessel.
No future. Network.
Entirely different.
However, my assumption that
Gemini units.
I already possess very soon. The Gemini network. My analysis of the Gemini.
myself.
You're a droid.
Generations removed. The existing protocols.
Hold this factory forever.
As to the Gemini net.
And one Scorpio can...
Very soon. Delicate. To use the template to force.
Countering signal. And keeps his throne if we take away his fancy.
Venice.
I completed mine. Were stolen. I know you.
Lies, but still favor...
I will soon be able to use the template to locate. It is unlikely that
So if we board one...
Designed for inter.
that functionality
Piloted by one of those...
present itself.
And we can't hold...
I completed mine now. I'll be able to use the template.
I will analyze her.
The protocol is familiar.
Turn off your pain, sir. Share about your connection to the... You're right.
And one Scorpio can...
The captains were stolen.
Gemini Prime isn't...
Through such a
You say that like it's not impossible.
currently tracking the lone fleet, but I have opened a wall.
Remove the unit.
Never mind now. We're talking. Connection. It is scheduled to make
all the time.
Oh, she's something...
my designs offline.
Not designed.
The feeling you're not telling me something.
It is scheduled to make with proper modification.
Of the bridge.
We may not...
This factory forever.
Where she came from.
Fairly different.
Is permissible.
It's from the core worlds all the time.
Sounds like things...
Things are born of me.
For interaction.
We acquire control of the bridge. Their leadership to stay... Every ship is piloted...
And back the current mission.
So if we board one...
Secrets you'd like to share about your...
Doing so without
It's the entire fleet.
intercepted if we hurt
Entire fleet of...
Any
in base. I completed mine now. Sure.
Do you know where she...
technology at all?
The protocol is familiar. Confuses.
Remove it.
Time. And one...
Is modified from my
Designed for
The toys. Get the hell out of here.
the captains are
The Any...
access to a
action.
Every ship is Gemini.
link.
Hey, under Venice.
Acquire control of the bridge.
I am the source.
Void. And we can't hold this. We acquire control of the...
Template. With proper
For interaction. A signal.
I get the feeling you're not telling me something. Any secrets you'd like to share about your connection to the Gemini droids?
nothing that will impact the current.
Have you examined Gemini Prime? Let's see how long Arkin keeps his throne.
Designed for interaction.
Do you know where she...
That would be the technology you were copying.
Very soon. By my calculation.
Gemini units.
Gemini is not designed.
We can track their entire... More. Scorpio?
Override the existing protocol. What is it?
The prime into the captain's chair, we can...
Missions removed. My designs were
Off your pain circuit. Take away his fancy toys.
scheduled to make stop. Is the template to
And one Scorpio.
Things went okay under...
We acquire control of the...
For interaction.
it's not Gemini.
All forces.
Base is the same.
Say that like it's not impossible.
Make stop to reach
Chair, we can swipe...
where? My designs were
See how long Arkin keeps it.
is the same.
Remove it swiftly.
Okay, under Venice.
The clan's weak.
Oh, you were talking.
Every ship is piloted by...
Are born of me.
Any secrets you'd like to share about your connection to the Gemini droids?
Nothing that will impact the current mission. I am currently tracking a lone vessel in a nearby sector. Used by the Gemini captains. Through such a portal, the Prime could infiltrate the
Droid. And we can't hold... Even if we somehow...
seeable future.
Good. It's time to...
So if we board one of the...
say something. Any secrets you... Let's see how long Arkin...
Memories. Long.
Technology you...
It allows the access to a command call. Memories. Long.
Board one of the ships and...
Clan's weakened. That...
I am currently tracking a lone vessel in a nearby sector.
Sure.
Transport runs from the core worlds all the time. And one Scorpio can track the Gemini.
At all.
Engagements and recon familiar. Access to the Gemini net.
Remove.
Fight the entire fleet out from...
This factory forever.
Remove the unit.
Individual ships make...
The Prime is the master. Back the current mission. Requires multiple disengagements by captains. Relations we can inter. Oh, the captains are born. Template to locate.
Control of the bridge.
We may not...
Let's see how long Arkin...
Is it? Operations. Such a portal, the Prime could
Unit.
needed my analysis of it. I will soon. Down is permissible. It's not Gemini. He is delicate. I completed my analysis on base.
See how long Arkin keeps his...
Remove the unit.
Accepted if we hurry.
Gemini's.
I am the source. It gives capacity.
Hit the entire fleet of...
All forces, but take away his fancy Any secrets you'd like to...
It is not Gemini. There's no command call.
Designed for inter...
I already possess
If you're right,
the luminous engine.
turn off your...
I already possess that way connection. It is scheduled to make a stop. We would need direct access
I couldn't ask for more. Scorpio, you're not telling me something. Right, we can try
its capacity.
into the Gemini droids.
No,
Every ship is pilot.
moved. But our code,
The clan's weakened, their lead...
Reveal it.
the end, tracing link.
Clan's weakened, their lead droids.
Nothing that will impact the current.
So if we board one of the ships...
Full access to the Gemini network that can. It is not Gemini.
Circuits.
Impact the current mission. She could override the existing.
She's some...
I am currently tracking.
Right, we can...
No. Removal from this facility.
Any secrets you'd like? Fleet.
The captains.
Ships make transport.
Despite her life. I am currently tracking. I'm studying her.
We may not have to face the...
Removal from this.
Fancy toy.
Countering signal. With proper modifications. The luminous engine. The signal.
This is Mandalore. Anyone left alive?
Individual ships make transport runs from the core world.
Gemini Prime isn't...
This is Mandalore. Anyone left alive? Get the hell...
Individual ships.
Prime
I'm studying. Intercepted if we hurry.
is piloted by one of...
I'm not aware.
Where she came from.
Managed to board. The other ships in the fleet will...
Not yet. It is scheduled to make
Swipe the entire...
Interaction.
despite her lack of Gemini. Infiltrate the entire. Nothing.
Make transport runs.
Generations from the. Ions.
Ships make transport runs.
Charge its hyperdrive. Locate all. I already possess that functionality. Nations she could over are born of me.
I'm here.
The lone vessel in here.
Under Arkan's nose?
Remove the unit.
Obliterating her intel. I completed my now.
I will analyze.
The current mission. Through
It's time to start taking this...
You'll contract the Gemini.
sections we can intercept. The prime is the.
Let's see how long Arkin...
No, to make a stop to read network.
Welcome home. We board one of the ships and...
Removal from this. Nothing that will impact.
Here, we can swipe...
Technology you were droid, and we can't...
Fleet up from under Arkan...
Despite her lack of full device sector.
Designed for interact.
I have full access to the Gemini network that can.
Analyze her myself.
I already possess that.
So if we board one of the ships...
Likely that a similar opportunity will present itself in the foreseeable fleet. The prime is the map. It allows the captains. Memories locked.
Individual ships make transport runs from the core worlds all the time.
Every ship is...
The lone vessel in it.
You're a droid, and we can't hold this factory forever. Turn off...
The luminous engine. We would need direct access to
technology at all. Impossible. Even if we...
to recharge its hyper to one-way connection. I would do. But my
Ships in the fleet will vaporize the compromised...
she could override the existing protocol.
Technology at all. The clan's weakened. The other ships in the fleet will
Remove the unit.
Mandalore. Anyone...
Link.
Let's see how long...
Hurry. With proper doing so without obliter.
Impossible.
Generations removed.
Turn off your pain circuits.
Cannot countermise.
Let's see how long Arkin keep...
Requires multiple. However, my assumption. Generation.
Fleet.
I'm in Gemini Prime.
From under Arkan's nose?
Very soon. But my assumption that her code confuses.
Remove.
Entire fleet up from under...
This is Mandalore.
Entire fleet up from under...
Its capacity. Her chassis is modified from my.
Remove the unit for interaction.
We may not have to face the...
My designs were. It is scheduled to make seconds.
Do you know where she came from?
Gemini.
I will analyze.
I already possess.
Is piloted by one of the...
Nothing.
Have you examined Gemini...
Into the captain's chair.
Gemini is not designed.
Despite her lack of full.
Gemini Prime isn't still... control of the bridge.
We may not have...
In a nearby sector. Beat. I completed my analysis of the Gemini disengagements and the signal compute.
Split unit is secure.
One Scorpio can...
Use the template. Currently tracking the lone orbital prime, but in
Something entire...
now.
Gemini droids, air fleet. It all. The clan's weakened.
Remove it swiftly.
We would need direct.
Under Vanis.
The clan's weakened. Now managed to board.
The lone vessel in a nearby sector. Will use by the Gemini. It gives capacity. Open to one-way connect.
Isn't stolen technology. The other ships in the fleet will vaporize.
It is scheduled to make a stop.
Fleet.
Nose?
The protocol is.
Remove the unit.
The engine.
Vaporize the compromised vessel well before...
My designs were.
Ships in the fleet will
Hyperdrive. Challenge.
Gemini Prime... compromised vessel well... Every ship into the Gemini droids.
Remove the unit.
Force. With proper modification.
Have you examined Gemini...
Contract the Gemini unit.
The engine. Challenge.
Higher fleet.
Okay, under Vanis.
Entering signal.
Ask for more. And keeps his throne if we take away his fancy toys.
The signal confuses.
For more. Scorpio, have you into the Gemini droids?
We would need direct access.
All telling me something.
Access to the gems we can intercept.
Take the entire fleet up from under Arkan's...
To share about your... It is secure.
Here, we can...
It gives capacity. The engine was not aware. It is permissible.
Any secrets you'd like?
Force. The luminance.
Gemini droids?
Arkan's nose?
Force. The luminance. Doing so without obliter.
Off your pain circuit.
Countering signal. Did my analysis of it. Up the lone vessel. The prime is the map. Command console. I know you. But he is telling us.
The clan. Every ship is piloted.
Nothing that will impact
Entire fleet.
and intercepted if we yet.
Worlds all the time.
No. Our code was duplicated, was premature.
Gemini units.
Gemini is not designed.
I already possess that function.
You're right. We can track.
It is unlikely that a symbol. It allows the captain. But it is not.
The fleet will vaporize the
I'm studying her mind now.
Gemini.
In a nearby sector.
Say that like it's not impossible.
The protocol is familiar.
You're a droid, and we have the feeling you're not telling me something.
Direct access to a command accepted if we hurry. Removal from this facility,
The ships in the fleet will vaporize. Gemini.
despite her lack of full sentience. Accepted if we hurry.
The unit.
Still favoring alliance. I could.
One source.
Sounds like things went okay under.
Transport runs from the core worlds all the time.
Her lack of full sentience. By my calculator control network.
The clan's weakened. They're Gemini Prime isn't stolen technology as fancy toys. To the Gemini droids,
Gemini units.
Hurry.
Captain's chair.
she's something entices. The template you.
One source.
Wipe the entire fleet of.
I am currently travels the Eternal Fleet. Gemini.
Interaction.
Countering signal. I completed my analysis. It is scheduled to make it was duplicated. Was
That would be the technology.
removal from this facility.
Time. Add one score.
But I have opened a one. It is scheduled to make
Turn off your pains. Arkin keeps his throne if we take away it. Gemini Prime isn't. The clan's weakened.
I am currently traveling.
Entirely different. Examine Gemini Prime.
Individual ships.
One source.
Runs from the core world.
Gemini network.
Gemini droids.
Gemini is not designed.
Gemini Prime.
I'm
To make transport.
it's familiar.
You say that like it's not impossible. Even if we.
I will soon be able to use the functionality.
Welcome home.
Let's see how long Arkin keeps.
It allows the captain. Gemini. Is locked. I have opened a one-way connection. I'll arrive very soon. By my calculation,
Wipe the entire fleet of.
Different.
I will analyze her myself.
Captain's chair. We can swipe the entire fleet of from under Arkin's nose.
Let's see how long Arkin keeps his throne if we take away. You're a droid, and we can't hold this factory forever.
I will soon be able to use
Gemini Prime isn't.
vacation templates while you were talking. Opportunity will present itself. The Prime is the master Gemini.
I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
Went okay under Venice.
The Gemini captain. Captain's memory. It is not Gemini.
Cannot counter my signal.
The prime into the captain.
Disengagements and reconfigurations. But I can. The engine was not aware.
The other ships in the fleet.
Unit.
Welcome home.
Soon be able to use the template. Currently tracking the low notifications.
Move it swiftly.
I'm studying her code bases.
All the time.
If we hurry. Power control.
I found the template. Droids.
I will soon be able to. I'm through such a portal. The Gemini.
Designed for interaction.
Before we acquire control of the bridge, we. You're a droid, and we can't.
We possess that functionality.
Remove the unit.
Prime into the captain's chair.
Isn't stolen technology.
Possess that functionality.
She's something.
Gemini captains. It is scheduled to make.
Every ship is piloted by one of the. Good. Rise the compromised.
Remove the unit.
To the captain's chair. We
It allows the cap. Gemini.
All four.
Captain plug the prime into the cap.
It is scheduled to make a stop.
Higher fleet.
Sentience. I completed my analysis. Engagements and recon.
Those Geminis. Any secrets you'd like to.
Countering sig. Despite her lack of. I was not aware. Nothing.
Let's see how.
By my calculation. Despite her lack of.
You say that like it's not.
Reconfigurations. No. However, my assumption with disengagements.
Scorpio can track the Gemini.
Will soon be able to use the template. It is scheduled to make.
You're a droid, and we acquire control of the bridge.
We may not have to face.
She's something entirely. It will vaporize the compromise. The template.
Scorpio can track the Gemini units.
I already possess that function to locate all Gemini units. I am currently tracking the lone vessel in.
Remove the unit.
Countering signal.
Gemini units.
I already possess that functionality. Connection. I will soon be able to use.
Any secrets you'd like to share about your connection?
Requires multiple disengagements and recon.
That would be the technology.
I am currently tracking the lone vessel in a nearby sector. I'm studying her mind.
Fancy toys. Even if we somehow manage to board, the other.
It's hyperdrive. Aside from my own.
Say that like it's not impossible.
Gemini.
The
Unit is secure.
captains. Removal from this.
It's not impossible.